Welcome back, everybody. You're watching the Synergy League European Division Playoffs. My name's Triumph Man. I'll be casting this match for you. Now, this is Kompas Gaming versus Aftershock Gaming. This is game 2, and KPG hold a 1-0 lead over Aftershock. I just want to go back in the last draft and just talk about a few things. Aftershock looked like they had a good draft, to be honest. It looked solid. I felt like I was confident. I just feel like they had some really questionable execution. Obviously, Centaur was, God knows what he was doing. I mean, there were questionable executions all around. Obviously Arts died to the tower. He didn't need to die to the tower, which is just ridiculous. But then immediately followed up by Kefka suiciding the neutrals that he was trying to farm. That was pretty embarrassing as well. But overall, I think the one biggest thing that really just sunk Aftershock's boat was the fact that they went for a Quas Exhort Invoker. When they're playing against Medusa, that is like the calling card for a Quas Wex Invoker. Right, max level EMP alone, and we saw like in the fights, like he would go in and go, alright, suck this Medusa, charge in there, all strong and everything, and throw out a Deafening Blast, Sunstrike, fucking meatball combo, and Medusa would just go, come at me, bro. It would just bounce off her mana. It was useless. Now the thing is, if he goes Wex, a max level EMP drains, including the damage dealt, drains 682 mana. That's like half, if not more than a half, of Medusa's mana pool. On top of that, he's got a Necromnicon level 3, which burns like another 240 from the Necro Book Archer alone. And then you wait in there as well, especially since he didn't have the early Lincolns either. So it's very easy to purge off for him to basically hit him with the Archer burn. And then the minion is also whacking away for minus 80 damage, 80 mana or something per hit. So pretty soon, Medusa is missing, after those two things hit her, she's missing almost 1,000 mana. She starts with a Skadi and a Mantis. She has about 1,200, 1,300 mana at about level 16. And so she's lost 1,000 mana. If she then wants to use Stone Gaze, she loses another 200. She has 400 mana to shield herself with, starting from a pool of about 1,300 to 1,400 mana. That is a huge, huge hit to her EHP. But instead, we've got the Meatball, which comes out and just gets Meatball, Deafening Blast, just gets deflected. Just useless. And we saw those fights. It was just literally, and especially it would have been even worse as well if basically, if we'd seen the early BKB come out from Medusa as well, they would have, because they were killing her by throwing like 5 players worth of nukes in her face, and she was already waiting up for those fights after having farm creeps and stuff at half mana. So really, I feel just after they had the draft, they just did not execute and made some questionable choices. Anyway, going into this banning phase now, we might as well jump into this one. We do have the Death Prophet banned out by Kompas, also the Brewmaster banned out by them. Aftershock, on the other hand, get rid of Batrider, which did indeed cause them all sorts of havoc. Gorek causing trouble with that, and we'll get rid of the Terrorblade, unsurprisingly as well. Viper the first pick. Now, this does mean Void is in the mix, and I feel like Kompas might just go... This might just be a Centaur Skyreth pickup here, because that'll give him a good support, give him a good offlaner, and most importantly, it gives him a good counter to Viper. If Viper tries to gank somebody who gets stuck in, Stampede is pretty good for helping them disengage from Viper. Also could be a Razor pickup early. Razor actually does quite well against Viper, and like, on paper anyway, I've seen a lot of, like, again, everything is on paper. On paper, he should do well, but if you mess up your execution, basically make misplays, and Viper latches onto them and punishes these basically misplays early, 1 or 2 bad deaths, and suddenly Viper's out of control in the mid lane. So, give and take. Whether or not Kompas decide to go there. But on paper, if you play a perfect game, Razor should be able to handle the Viper fairly easily. On paper, anyway. For Kompas now, they are taking a lot of time. Gorak actually DC'd in the middle of the trying to... never mind, he's just spending a lot of time picking. So it's going to be an Ogre first up. I'm wondering if Aftershock... Now, I called the Medusa pick after I saw the Ogre pick. And I'm wondering if Aftershock will actually let it through this time, because they decided to ban some of the other hard carries. Instead, they got rid of the Anti-Mage, got rid of the, I think the Viper next? Was the I'm pretty sure they got rid of the Anti-Mage. I can't remember what else they banned. Might have been the Void. Anyway. But that felt like a Medusa pick anyway after we saw the Ogre. And I think Kompas are a team who definitely will pick Medusa Ogre if you give her the option.
5 seconds remaining.
But Kompas... They can pick a laning counter to Viper, or they could just go with a general pickup like Centaur and roll with that. If they pick up Centaur, though, we'll probably see Aftershock either pick or ban Skyreth, so maybe that won't be as good, but we'll see. Void is also in here. I mean, if they want an early pick for Void, you could just sneak him in now, but that... No, they could pick him now. No, that wouldn't be a good pick. They pick Void now. The next pick from Aftershock would be a VS, and that would just be bad all round for the Void. or even just a Naga would just completely sink it. But it's going to be an EO. Wow, okay. Alright. I still feel like this could be a Medusa further down the line in a moment, but we will see. Medusa, or actually, I mean, if you were watching Star Ladder, Na'Vi versus Secret, I'm pretty sure it was Na'Vi versus Secret. No, wait. No, not Na'Vi versus... It's Na'Vi versus EG, that's right, the first game of Na'Vi versus EG. And it was basically Wisp.
5 seconds
Wisp running around, backing up a super farmed Havorst Gyro. It was causing all sorts of hell. Wisp is good with a lot of heroes. It's very hard to find a bad matching for Wisp, to be honest. Aftershock now, though. Where are they going to go with this one? Wisp. Could just see an Ancient Apparition. That would be a pretty solid pick. I mean, he's an all-round annoying support. And against Wisp, basically taking away his healing effect is really, really strong. And in fact, we might even see Kompas ban that in a moment, now that we're going to the expanding stage. But Aftershock decided to go with the Sand King. And I'm kind of expecting Kompas to ban out the Ancient Apparition. They might also ban out the Scarlet if they're not planning to use it themselves. And there we go. Aftershock are very worried about a Wisp Medusa being picked up there along with the Ogre. But I don't think Kompas really want... If they're not going to pick up the Scarlet, I really don't think they want... And I don't think they will because they've got EO and Ogre already. I don't really think they want to have play against Sand King and a Scarlet Mage, so I would expect the Scarlet ban. Also, probably an Ancient Apparition because that's just also... Yeah, there we go. Scarlet is banned.
Radiant team
I'm going to be fairly surprised if they let the Ancient Apparition through, because it's pretty nasty against EO, and also just Ice Vortex makes Viper actually hit really hard. Just losing all that, basically having all that magic damage amplified with Viper Strike, just all around painful.
10 seconds remaining.
And an early Ice Vortex can also really just help Sand King sit. Wow, okay, this is a interesting choice. I mean, EO and Necro, actually, that's pretty freaking scary as well. Necro obviously bringing the heals as well. I didn't really consider that. And Necros has been definitely making a bit of a splash in the competitive scene lately.
10 seconds remaining.
In fact, somebody ran that. In fact, it was, I think it was Secret who ran that. I'm pretty sure it was Secret around the Wisp Necro.
Team pick.
And it was indeed very strong. Death Pulse, double Death Pulsing essentially with Tether is pretty amazing. Kompas decided to go... Okay, Kompas decided to go cancel the Void, which fair enough, it can just render EO useless. Very easy. You see the relocate coming, okay, Void, get ready. Here comes the Chronosphere. They jump in and they go, actually, thanks for the free meal. Kill him with Void. On the other hand, this does leave Aftershock open to pick up the Ancient Apparition they want, but Ancient Apparition and Sand King can't really respond that early aggression, but then again, Kompas probably not going to get that aggressive. They've got an EO. Remaining. The downside is, it is on the dire side, so it's not as easy access to jungle farming and pulling for EO. But clockwork for the moment.
Pick.
And we might even see a tiny final ban here for Aftershock. We'll see in a moment. And there we go. They decided to go with the Ancient Apparition, so Kompas decided to let that through there. And somebody's saying that match was not Na'Vi versus EG. I swear it was yesterday. It was Na'Vi versus EG, best of 3. Have a look for that later in a moment while we go through this draft. But right now, 4th pick here for Kompas. I think we're going to see the core pick up in a moment.
10 seconds.
If it's going to be a tiny, they'll pick it up now, because otherwise the 5th ban here from Aftershock will probably be a tiny ban, I think. Because right now, the last 2 bans have definitely been Wisp partners are going, yeah, let's go down the list of things we don't want to see with Wisp, and let's get rid of them.
Reserve time.
Because they're a total bugbear to deal with. Now, Weaver picked up by Kompas. It's probably going to be the offlaner. Actually, it could even be... No, it's probably going to be offlaner. I think we're going to see a tiny EO mid, unless Aftershock ban it right now, which I feel is a strong chance of it happening. Also, if you're just joining us right now, it is 1-0 in favour of Kompas Gaming. Aftershock falling apart at the seams, unfortunately, last match. Just all around weird plays happening. 4th pick here for Aftershock. They've got the mid laner, probably looking for the safe laner now, and I think they'll just pick up... Actually, they're also looking for their off laner as well, which is probably why the Void was banned there as well.
Reserve time.
And, wow. Aftershock actually have managed to save up a lot of their reserve time here. And yes, I was right. It was Navi versus EG. It was the first match, and yeah, Vanscore playing the EO. Have always had like 30,000 net worth to Gyrocopter. Absolutely insane. I mean, we could still get a Gyrocopter in here. It's possible. But I feel like with the lanes, they're going to have Clockwork off lane, Weaver safe lane. Unless they're going to trump, I don't think the Weaver does particularly well against the Viper. That would actually be pretty weird. The Weaver's range is really short, which really just gives Viper free reign to harass the shit out of him. So I feel like it's got to be something pretty dangerous. Then again, Tiny doesn't deal well with it that well either. With the EO, maybe they'll be okay. That's still actually pretty questionable. If there's Viper mid, this could be pretty tricky for them to get their early farm.
Tidehunter.
Aftershock deciding they're offlaner though. They're going to go with the Tide Hunters. Going to give some good team fight. With Sand King, they've got some pretty strong team fight. Ravage, Epicenter, Blink Epicenter, and Ice Blast. They've got some relatively strong team fight here. Especially if Titan can find the farm to get himself a refresher. But if this goes late game at this point in time, depends whether or not Aftershock decide to get another carry. They don't get on the carry and this goes late game against a Weaver and another core, because I'm assuming it's not a Weaver partnered here with the EO.
Reserve time.
And I don't hate it, but Weaver doesn't get as much out. I mean, it's not terrible. But it's not great either. Weaver doesn't get that. Weaver's already hyper mobile, so he doesn't really get that much out of tether. Nor does he get much out of the attack speed boost either.
Radiant team ban.
Naga's going to be the final ban with Kompas, which I think is solid. They try and get a good initiation here with a relocate gank and obviously hook shot in, and then Naga just sings and disrupts everything. It's a huge waste of time for everybody involved.
10 seconds
and you can also just let them pretty much reposition and set up a huge counterfight out of Ice Blast, Epicenter, and Ravage. The final ban's going to be... Wait, what?
Team pick.
Okay, I did not think that that was going to happen. Did not really see the Venomancer ban there coming at all. I mean, this lineup, I don't think Venomancer is that strong. Sure, he's decent for stopping, like, some of the... He can be annoying for Sand King and Titan. It can be pretty easy to ping them and get the Blink Daggers turned off. But against Viper, Viper just laughs his damage off for the most part. And he doesn't really bring a whole lot of control. Like, you go into a fight with a Venomancer, pretty much they're relying heavily on Clockwork to land. They basically initiate the fight. And it's Clockwork with his hookshot and Ogre for the stuns. That's it. Other than that, Ravage and everything just turns around entirely.
Radiant team pick.
You know what? Razor works. Razor does work, and it also gives him a good mid lane against... I mean, that was the problem with picking the Tiny, was going up against the Viper, even with the EO backing him up, is trouble. It's not easy to do at all. But Razor mid lane should be able to handle the Viper, especially with EO backing him up, and on top of that, he actually gets a fair bit out. He can use the tether speed amazingly well. He's already a race car, really hard to catch, makes him even harder to catch. He builds a mech for EO, which solves that issue as well, which EO doesn't get enough farm to really become a full-on core, which he kind of needs.
5 seconds remaining.
And on top of that, he just makes harder to kill. Now, the downside here is they don't have much, nor that much burst, which makes the last pick here for Aftershock actually pretty freaking good. Unless they get some really good multicast on Storm. Storm's likely to run riot in these fights, and that is going to be a fairly large issue for them to deal with. At the very least, though, Razor is pretty quick to get around, but this could leave with Storm's hypermobility. Wait, why is this a BO5?
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, that's... I'm pretty sure this is a BO3. For some reason there's a BO5 at the top. I don't know why, but there is. Somebody obviously goofed up. Alright, the admin's saying yes. It is a BO3. Alright, so yeah. Despite what the top says up here, it is indeed a BO3. So, if Kompas Gaming win this one, that's it for tonight. No more games. Meanwhile, two-man sweep coming out quickly. And Zoroji's here. Both teams are here in force. They both have 4 players here. And Art's just going to get a little bit harassed back and forth with him and Jellyby, trading some hits.
30 seconds to battle.
And the blocking wards are going to go down. Okay, draft-wise though, I like
The
the
battle
ideas from
begins.
KPG, but I feel like the execution here is easier on Aftershock, and they don't... Like, Razor and Weaver are good, but they're not super late game hyper carry. Like, they're not gonna, like, stand up to shit stuff like Anti-Mage or Void late game. In fact, they're probably gonna lose hands down to heroes like that. I feel. There's a lot of ping coming out. I think they've realized that that's where the ward went. Is that... No, it's going to be out of range. Yeah, it is a little bit out of range. That is a very interesting spot for the... I mean, this is pretty tricky. Often this spot gets counter-warded. This will probably spot most of the TP games coming in, though. With the offensive trial, they really need to watch out for that. So, I don't know about the Wisp offensive trial lane, though. This is questionable. Like, these lanes are all around weird. Wait, what the... No, I was expecting the Viper mid. I was expecting the Titan off lane. And I think they've just moved the Viper, they've realised that there was a trial down here, just gone screw it, but he is up against the Razor again. I'm really not 100% on this Wisp trial lane though. Like, Wisp needs to go and get some levels. This trial lane business is going to leave him under-farmed and under-leveled, and he doesn't really even add that much ganking. I think they should probably just pull the Wisp out here and just screw it. You don't need it. It is only a dual lane. Weaver should not die to it. If Weaver is dying to this lane, he is making some serious errors. There's no nice way to put that. We see, PSM jumps in, and they're not going to find Montgomery. They realize he's in the corner. Actually, Montgomery's going to die here. He's actually completely screwed. He's going to try, needs to eat more trees. So I realize this is, yeah, this gets shit. Well, I'm screwed. And they get the first blood there to Weaver. Goes out. Meanwhile, though, they might actually give a return kill. Never mind. Jetpack Tether goes out. PSM escaping. Burrow Strike Tim Sears on goddamn. TP's coming back in. It's gonna... Oh, no, they go for the Titan. They get the Titan as well. Sandstorm comes through, but it's not doing enough damage. They're going to go for the kill there on PSM. And actually, no, another kill going to come from Montgomery. Very little armor. Titan under TPing, and once again, they're going to try and get goddamn out. Hit the tether speed, trying to get him away. Weaver now diving in there. Montgomery taking some bit. Weaver, though, just getting back. I think he's just going to avoid. No, he goes. Wow, he's going back in. Weaver's still gunning for this. Needs to be careful. He's got blocked in by the creeps. Weaver feeds a kill. He doesn't need to feed. That's just some greed there. We're tethering away. So a good start. Followed up then by a really unnecessary feed from Weaver. Oh man, that's some greed right there. At least he gets the first blood though. So in the end, it does work out, but still, didn't need to give that kill in return. A little bit sloppy. Meanwhile, after that though, I feel like they should probably pull PSM out. Definitely pull PSM out and say, alright, get some farm here. Because, I mean, Weaver can... Conceivably, Weaver can solo this lane. This is not hard. It is Kefka with a solo Titan up against the Weaver. Weaver is not going to have any trouble farming here. Titan does not have the ability to lock him down or even do it, even threaten him. Sure, he might be able to shrug off a lot of the harass with Kraken Shell, but that's not a big deal. Weaver will find his farm, which is the main thing. In the meantime, they could devote themselves to shutting this dude down, who will actually be a big problem for them in the late game. They just do not have the lockdown. Unless we see basically a bunch of hexes coming out or abyssal blades or something, they are really going to struggle to lock this storm out. And I think that's going to be Aftershock's trump card essentially, because right now Viper, well, you know, Viper's actually doing okay, better than I thought. I mean, he's 8-1. It's probably going to get worse though as Gorak actually gets some more levels out, but still, that's all right. Could be worse. Considering he's only 3 CS behind. He's obviously messing with Gorak's farm at the same time. Gorak has only got 11 CS. But really, PSM right now and goddamn should be disrupting either this guy here, Jalopy, or they should be screwing with the Sand King. Both these heroes are key going into the mid game. Jalopy obviously with his basically huge mobility against the lack of a lockdown, and Sand King just blink epicenter is always just a huge issue to try and fight against. And I like that tactic from... Oh, no, it doesn't block. Never mind. And then throws down the ward. Meanwhile, they rotate some Montgomery up to the top lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Excuse me 1 second, I just need to change something in my stream setting because it's goofing up. There we go, that'll fix that. Alright, so, TP up top, they bring also the Sand King up to the top line after stacking that camp once, which has then been watered for nothing as it turns out. But they are going to try and get a kill here on Gorak. I don't know, well actually if he comes out of position he could be trouble. Meanwhile Titan does get picked up again and dive against him. Gorak now comes forward, Star Strike will come through here. We're not going to get slow here, so I don't think it'll pop up, or will it? It doesn't matter, they get the kill regardless. Cold Feet not even mattering. Viper able to run him down there with the level 2 pulse. Also picks up the phase boots as well, helping counteract Fraser's phase boots. And Ping's coming out here from Goddamn, saying, hey, maybe we should go and clean up that stack there before Zoroji can. Zoroji now also stacking the... Wow, he's actually taking a lot of harass there. And he might just sit here and sandstorm. He's stacked it. He might just sandstorm. Yeah, there we go. Just sandstorms it now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And this might be an early tier 1 here. Goddamn though. I don't mind this though. This is working out. Aggressive try and wisp. Working surprisingly well. Brandon is up against a solo opponent. So we've got to keep in mind, 3v1, no matter what heroes, usually results in a win for the 3. Numbers mean a lot. Gorak though is going to struggle to farm up here as well. PSM and Goddamn looking for... I think I'm just going to scout for the 6-minute room. Should be able to find it. Yep, there we go. Double damage. Wisp actually going to bottle that up.
Dire's top tower
and Kefka just having a bad day at the office, man. I mean, his first game was shocking. Granted, more his fault than anybody else's, but this game, less his fault. He's just being thrown to the... He's just being thrown on the bus here. They're going, alright, well, there's a tri-lane. You deal with it. To which point, Kefka is not dealing with it very well at all. It's just complete... It's a complete horror show for him. And look... Wow. This is some serious hate on Kefka. Bugs being thrown him. Bugs, Wisp Balls, Fire Blast coming through as well. Oh, Art's falling low. It doesn't matter. Time-lapse jumps through. And goddamn, not got the tower though. He should be okay here though. He keeps the gyro. Cold Feet might proc here. He's in some serious trouble. Goddamn's going to die here most likely. Unless Wisp can heal him. Nope, not enough. Wisp now taking tower hits. Willing to back up. He's got no armor practically. Now Storm Spirit jumps forward. Overloads on him. Oh, and a man of Storm Spirit might be in trouble. One more hit. Oh, he gets the Wisp. And Art Sal goes, you know what? I'm going to get Magoma now in return. Here comes a return kill. There we go. Picks him off. Magoma. Oh, Jellicoe now getting some mana back. One stick charge. Art needs to be careful if he gets Vortex back in here. He is in trouble. Not enough mana for Vortex though. Even if he pops the one shot. Oh, he's got 2 1-shot now. He's got to be careful. He could actually die here. Bugs come out. Oh, maybe not. There. Throws out the Remnant. Can he get through? No. Misses the Remnant there. Weaver now jumping back. One more hit. I think the Storm's faster. No, Shikuchi's forward again. And Storm being outplayed there by Arts. I'm just like, Storm probably goofed that up. He should have checked his mana before he did that. Or at least expected it. Weaver's probably got mana because Shikuchi's only like 60 mana. Either way, Storm making a misplay there. And Gorak finally finding some room. With that rotation to the bottom lane, it does mean some more room here for Gorak to farm. And Viper actually rotating to mid lane looking for farm. Meanwhile, Goddamn is actually headed there himself. Zoroji now has changed tactics, stacking the other camp instead. But he's going to get spotted out here by Art, so if he sees Shikuchi's in a second, this could be a very upset... Well, you know what? Shikuchi hasn't actually hit invisible units, so he can't actually do anything here. I kid you not, I've played Weaver like so many times, and I've tried to Shikuchi... I've tried to Shikuchi someone who's like melded, or freaking Sandstorm, and it doesn't do any damage. I'm like, ah. And I didn't even realize this, and there we go, now they know where he is. And Io's going to get that kill there. I'm pretty sure we'll find if this comes up. Actually, no, Shikuchi does hit him. I'm lying. I thought it didn't hit them. Never mind. I'm full of shit. Triumph of Man. Confirmed trash can full of shit. Meanwhile, Shikuchi again. Art's looking for another kill. He's greedy. He wants this. Viper, does he have his ult up? No, it's on cooldown. Viper actually about to die here. One more Geminate attack. If it goes through, doesn't proc the Art's time-lapsing back. Actually getting on top of the Viper. Sand King comes in. Fire Blast stops it from stunning. And now we've got the Vision King given there by the Dust. Oh, it looks like they're going to lose PSM. But you know what? An era for a Viper. Easy trade there for KPG. This Weaver is just snowballing so hard, and I mean,
Radiant's top tower
on the plus side though, Aftershock at least have some lockdown to deal with it. Because they've got the Burrow Strike, they've got Ravage, they've got the Electric Vortex, plus, you know, Storm's probably going to build a Hex or something as well. Hex, Orchid, something. They're going to have natural control built in. Whereas KPG on the other hand against the Storm, they've got a Fire Blast, and sort of a Hookshot, which isn't really that good. And none of their heroes normally build into something like a Hex that quickly either, so... That's going to be pretty problematic, I think. this Storm could definitely get out of control. At the very least, so they've got an early kill on him, but he has got 2 kills in return. And they're losing towers too, is a bit of an issue. So if anybody's more likely to snowball faster, it's going to be this Weaver, who's in fact doing the Lincolns first. I don't hate it. It makes pretty much makes Sand King unable to blink Burrow Strike him once that's up. That's pretty nice. Because that's going to be one of the easiest ways from the setup, or basically Storm jumping in. It's going to cost him 2 spells instead of 1 to try and set up on Weaver. So gives him that better chance to ride out the stun locking if one of them's missing. Smoke up though. KPG want this. Should be able to find it. Fire Blast comes through. It's just a single shot. Oh, they're going to go through as well. Weaver though backs up. Weaver now possibly in trouble. Ice Blast is coming in. It's going to hit. Does a fair bit of damage, but I think Weaver's going to get away here. Unless he actually... No, wait. Wow. That was not the best play I've ever seen there. As he's going to go down there and snap. Oh my god. Oh, I'm not sure what Weaver was thinking. Meanwhile, Gorak now into trouble. Viper Strike on him. Can he get away here? The lightning's coming out. Doing a lot of damage. Mind Control backs up for a moment. Down goes the Viper. And KPG faltering. Giving away 3 kills. Weaver just not thinking that one big time-lapse wasn't going to help him. Time-lapse backwards right next to Kefka. Kefka, oh, alright, Ravage. Have a load of that. I think it was mostly a panic time-lapse. Weaver really just didn't really consider where it was going to take him. And of course, it doesn't get rid of that Ice Blast either, so it just shattered him up. Although Clockwork did manage to snipe After Ninja on the backside of that. He has gone for Max and Battery Assault, then Rocket Flare after. As for people asking why is this a best of 5, it's not actually a best of 5, it's just a misclick by the admins. This is game 2 in a best of 3 series, and KPG obviously hold the 1-0 lead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Storm working towards his Orchid. Looks like he was building a Null Talisman and decided against it. Meanwhile, Zeroji now. Gonna re-Sandstorm there. Hook shot's gonna come in, hits it. I think he thought... Wait a minute, did he get moved? It must have been... Oh wait, I think he Sandstorm moved and then re-Sandstorm over here, which I think keeps the original Sandstorm in effect.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think. That's actually pretty sneaky, but Clockwork now went for the hook shot at the center of the Sandstorm. Yeah, he must be there.
Radiant's top tower.
Normally you can like 4-star him around. I'm guessing that's what he did, because there's no 4-star for anything to push him with. So it must have been he stopped Sandstorm, moved, and then re-Sandstorm. Yeah, hang on, wait a second. Is he going to Sandstorm? No, never mind. Never mind.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That would be my guess as to how that worked. Meanwhile, goddamn, he's hoping for a pick-off here. Oh, no, he's changed his mind. He's stopped hoping. Jalopy, he's not really ready to dive on this ogre. Meanwhile, speaking of getting dove on, fuck, oh boy, he's so dead. He's going to try and suicide the Roshan. Not happening, though. That was very hopeful. Wow, they're actually... I mean, they can do it. They've got Battery Assault. That's quite plausible, and they can try and push him away with Cogs, too. Or... not get a Battery Assault? I guess they're not scared of being jumped on. Like, normally you would see Clock pop Battery Assault.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they're just gonna cycle aggro, I guess. Alright. Anyway, meanwhile, mid lane. That's an easy kill there. EO getting picked off. Just buying them some room. Like, just use Battery Assault. Jesus Christ! Ninja. What is this?
To the dire.
That bugs me. That really does. Like, maybe it doesn't hit. I'm dead sure Battery Assault still hits it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm often wrong. I swear to God, Battery Assault still works on Roshan. Anyway, Zeroji Sandstorming away. He's got his Blink Dagger though. PSM looking for farm as well. Meanwhile, oh, Razor actually not doing a mech.
It's off.
Might do a mech next. We'll see. Well, no, he's already bought drums. I don't think he's likely to do a mech next after that. Normally, you see mech, it's like straight up. Maybe he just went for the bracer early and finished the drums because he was struggling in the lane a little bit. At the moment, though, we do have the lead CS, though, coming out from the Razor, as well as the Storm. But as far as net worth goes, it's Arts. He's on 6, 2, and 3. Dent's doing a bit of split pushing. Well, Lincoln's done fairly soon as well. This is going to make life more annoying. And as well, if that's done, if the Lincoln gets done soon, this will definitely help him out. Meanwhile, top lane though, Ice Blast coming in. Will hit Gorak. Gorak being dragged back in. Into some trouble. Relocate going to come and try and put him out. Burrow Strike comes through. Gorak. Ice Blast about to where I should be able to escape this unless some follow-up damage comes through. Zeroji now regretting decisions made, we could say. Shukuchi going through, and it does indeed hit him. I was wrong. Entirely wrong there. And Art's just not deciding to go back in, alright. Doesn't matter though. Meanwhile, Wiz gets picked up on the...
Radiant's middle tower is
Wow.
under attack.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Tidehunter teleported down there to gank the Weaver. And Wiz took Weaver out, but brought the Warrior to race it back. And Tidehunter's like, oh, I'll have both of you then. Here's a Ravage. And then indeed, it did indeed kill both of them. More Fire Blast there on Mind Control. I don't think they've got the follow-up. Oh, maybe they do actually. Art slowing them down. That's a lot of burn damage coming through. That's an easy kill. Time Lapse is back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Give me a stack and farm. And right now, KPG do seem firmly in
Radiant's
control.
middle tower is under attack.
Mostly from a perspective that they're getting map control out of this. Like, they're trading kills, but Zeroji are following on. KPG are following. Uh-oh, Blink Epicenter comes from with an Ice Blast. That's going to sting. Gorak now into a lot of trouble. He doesn't have the Aegis at the moment, so he could well die here to the staff in a second. Art's got the Aegis off. He goes down. He's going to be just fine. Meanwhile, though, they will not lose the Razor. And wow, actually, Art's is still fine. He says, screw it. I'm going to go for this. Time lapse is up in 10 seconds. Because, you know what? I've probably got time for this. He's going to Shukuchi. The minute comes up, he should be able to escape it. Shukuchi's gets clear and doesn't need to time lapse just yet. So it's a Sand King for an Aegis, as well as a tier 1 tower by the looks of it, because they don't have a Ravage to follow up here. Glyph getting popped.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
You're finding double damage. Okay, so right now, Aftershock, they do have a decent advantage of the fact that Tidehunter should find a Blink Dagger soon. And once this Blink Dagger is up, KPG have some initiation in the form of the Clockwork, but it's difficult to like, even if they get a good hook off, everybody's still a long way behind. The only person who can reasonably get there and it's close, like a reasonable time frame, is the Weaver. Everybody else is not going to get in that quickly. Which means that's plenty of time for Aftershock to ready a counter-attack. As we see, he actually comes in there. Now the Burrow Strike going to come through there. He's getting jumped, goes down easy as the Ice Blast comes through. But this mobility that Aftershock have is a lot better than KPG's. So if KPG try and jump with a Clockwork and the rest of the team wade their way in, Ice Blast can come through, Zeroji can blink Epicenter, blink Ravage, Storm can zip in. So it's not going to be a clean initiation. That's going to be the difficult part. And with the team fight that Aftershock have, I'm not 100% that KPG can win out these fights very cleanly, but if this continues to go towards late game, with the exception of Jellypy being very hard to catch, this Weaver is going to be really, this Weaver is going to be very hard to deal with the Ravens. Also, Art down troubles. They lose the Radiant's clearing this somehow. Time lapse back out there. Zeroji Burrow strikes through, but will be cleaned up there. Buyback there from the Clockwork as well. PSM copying some poison battery assault there. Ravage comes through, copying all three there. Goddamn, now trying to get clear. Fire Blast, multicast, brings down the Viper. They've lost 3 for 2 at the moment. No, 3 for 3 now. 4 for 3. Aftershock falling. Meanwhile, PSM still coming in. They're giving chase. Viper though, no, not Viper. Tidehunter though, blinking out. They will manage to escape. The tier 1 does get taken out in a deny. And overall, KPG taking a decent fight. But in the end, the buyback, though, will cost them a fair bit, and they won't manage to swing the gold that much in their favour. And sending some rockets out. Doesn't matter, though. Kefka is very high on health. Those rockets aren't going to snipe him. But you know what could snipe him? These guys. No, maybe not, actually. He's got 1,000 health. I don't think they've got the damage. Weaver has gone for Lincoln's first, so yeah, the damage really isn't there. Kefka just going to blink away. And Clockwork, 4-star picked up. Brought down the Storm though. Storm though, still very squishy. If he gets focused with the Fire Blast, if he just gets stunned though, he is actually in a fair bit of trouble. So he needs to watch the AoE. He needs to watch the CC there getting jumped. If he gets fire, the problem is for Storm, if he gets Fire Blasted, that's going to be a lot of damage on him. And if the Weaver is focusing him at the same time, it is trouble. Pretty much they want Storm to commit after the Ogre's already gone in. If they can wait that long, I mean they can too, because they've got the Viper at the front to tank, he's got a mech, he's got all sorts of good stuff. Viper at the front, they've got Epicenter, they've got Ravage, they've got a lot of room to make space for the Storm to wait before he commits. He doesn't need to jump in immediately. Here's Zip, they're going up the Weaver, Burrow strike through, does catch him, they've got finished as well. Nope, never mind, time lapse, jumps back, doesn't get hit by the Ice Blast, there are counter wards in mid. And Arch will manage to zip away there. Oh, hook shot in. Kefka now in trouble. Gets togged up as well. Ogre gets Miles stuck in. There's a 2x Monster. Meanwhile, Weaver going on Jelpy. Jelpy, though, can just zip out if he's in trouble. Epicenter comes in. Blink as well. They're going to go through. Soroji not doing enough damage, though. Jelpy now has got another zip left. They're going to go turn on top of Arts. Arts now on trouble. Arts is going down. They turn on him. Burrow Strike comes through. Fire Blast, though. Brings down the Storm Spirit. Goddamn now in trouble. A TP out there from Goddamn. Can he escape? That's a very hopeful TP. He does not get away. Mind Control comes through. Now doing some damage, but he's dropped all of his damage down to Viper. From Viper, he's lost it all to the Razor. Razor goes down to the Ice Blast. A double kill to Magoma, saving this fight. A zip back in from Storm. He has brought back in, tries to get stuck in, running out of mana though. Bottling up, has to walk away. No, gets pushed away by the Cogs. And overall, KPG, they get the same amount of kills, but buyback comes out as well. But it seems the kills there do favour Aftershock, because they were behind, I think, initially. Yeah, there we go. They draw it back a little bit, but not by much. Well, hook shot in, that's a long range. Jelpy, they want Jelpy's trying to keep up with Pierce. Using the face, but Ravage comes out defensive and up a Ninja. It was a good attempt. But Kefka TPing in. He was already TPing in, I think. Comes in with a save regardless. Holy crap, that was close for Storm. And a very nice play there by Clockwork. I hear a relocate though. What's going on here? They're going after Viper. Viper throws out the Viper strike as well. PSM taking a lot of damage. There's a static link as well. Viper should be able to get away from this though. I don't think he's in trouble. As Kef comes, Ice Blast comes in as well. But there we go. Kefka blinks him and auto attacks him down. And with the escape gone, Gorak is now in trouble. Zip forward, slows him down again with the overload. Burrow strike as well. And Zoroji helped pick up a much needed kill there on the Razor. This is some really weird aggression coming out of KP. They don't need to be taking these fights that badly, I think. I mean, I don't think they can. These scrappy fights against the hyper-mobility from Aftershock, I don't think they can afford to take scrappy fights. Because it's more likely that Aftershock can run blink reinforcements or zip reinforcements in and just turn the fight around. Like, it's just as we saw. They go for a 1-on-1 fight here, it becomes a 2-on-1. They go for a 2-on-1 fight here, it becomes a freaking 4-on-1. A 4-on-2. It's just the mobility that Aftershock have does not favour KPG taking small fights. They need to take organised 5v5s. Which they can definitely win. Meanwhile, Mind Control trying to get clear. Hook shot misses. But Mind Control, though, is in trouble. He's not going to get away from this either. The Battery Assault is going to make sure he cannot escape. Ice Blast coming through. Battery Assault goes strong. And now Burrow Strike comes through. It's got Epicenter. This might save the day. Not quite enough. As they will lose the Viper. But there's a double kill in return. Make that a triple kill. As they lose the Wisp as well. Here comes the... Oh, no, I think he should get away. TP! No, not quite. Plasma Field to finish. Zoroji, can he blink? I think he should get out here. Blinks a little bit away, and then we'll TP on out. Shikuchi not quite fast enough to cancel that. Still favouring Aftershock though, that fight. They got 3 kills out of it, but some decent return kills there. The main thing there though was they lost both cores, and both enemy cores survived and scored kills in that fight. And yeah, we can see it being brought back a bit. Still, regardless though, the money is going to Weaver, and with this, wow, that's a lot of it. Like, he still made a blast, he could use like a BKB, definitely. The thing is, Aftershock right now, they're looking strong, and in the mid game they're strong, which is why I'm questioning why KPG are taking these fights. They don't have to. What they could do is sit down, cool their jets, and get their BKBs, because when the BKBs are up, Aftershock are pretty anemic. All Viper's damage, apart from Nether Toxin, I think, goes out the window. Freaking Blink Epi, not a problem. Ravage, not a problem. Storm Spirit doesn't do jack shit. Ice Blast, again, the snap is a problem, but still, most of the damage is negated. But going in for these scrappy fights against a far more mobile team, they're just giving away kills that they don't have to give away. Which is definitely, I think KPG is playing a little bit over-aggressive. They could sit down and farm very easily. Sanking, just, alright, well, we see the mobility, movement here, just TP's out, realises he's very badly surrounded. And Kefka now working on his 4-star up as well. And smoke up. Oh, Aftershock. Well, I mean, Aftershock right now, they definitely want to take fights. They've got to delay these BKBs. Oh, well, I say that, one's done. Weaver at the very least, his is going to be a little while because he did go for damage first. But I mean, I don't hate that too much because he's already got a Lincoln, so that's alright. And the negative armor against Storm is huge. Oh, stun comes out. Okay, Ninja Assassin in the trees. What is going on there? Now they're going to dive in on Weaver. Weaver now, he could fall low. They could actually even drop him maybe. Oh, going to time lapse first. Actually going to lose his Aegis here, maybe. No, never mind. They turn around, another stun there on Kefka. Kefka, he's got Ravage up, but they're not careful. Ice Blast. Epicenter, though, doesn't get the blink off. That's a problem. Epicenter mostly wasted there. Now, they will pop the Aegis at the very least. Ravage comes out from Kefka. Aegis going to pop back on the second. Gorak trying to whip down Viper. Plasma Field through as well. Viper running for his life. He's in trouble. Ty goes down. Run down there by the Weaver. It's 2 down so far, but the Jet supports. Tier 2 goes down as well. And Viper is down 2 for 2. 2 supports for 2 cores. That's an easy win there for KPG when they take the tower as well. Sand King now working towards a Val. I think it's a decent option as well, but again, a good swing there in favour of KPG. It doesn't look like it because obviously that looks even, but they get a tower. The main thing is here, KPG are scoring objectives when they fight. They tilt, so like they take a fight, they win, towers drop.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Aftershock, not so much. They've got no tier 2s down, still one tier 1 standing. They're not really getting that far ahead. They got one tier 1 up here, but it was after like one suicide in mid and then a relocate suicide over here. Just embarrassing. And that's the other thing is Deso is great for split pushing as well. It's a little dangerous for us to split push. Obviously, multiple blinkers zipping in and out. But when they push like this, though, it lets them just do a ton of extra towers. Silence comes through. Hook shot comes through. Blink fire strike catches 2. Nicely done there by Sand King. Sand King, though, is he stuck? I think Gorek's stuck there. He's managed for himself. It doesn't matter. They get the kill there regardless. And for all his work there, they will lose the Sand King. And a relocate out. No, wait a minute, are they going in? No, Gorek just backing off. Oh, yes, they are. Blink Gush. No, 4-star Gush there for Kefka, actually. Ice Blast. Gorek. No, he's going to avoid it. Never mind. Oh, dear. That's a big creep out. They really want... If they could stop them from... If they could stop KPG from stealing that, that's a much-needed victory there. Wisp is coming in as well. They don't have Ravage. They're going to blink forward the time and pretend that they do. A hook shot. Oh, body blocked by an ally there. That was a mistake. And now Titan is isolated and taking so much damage. They're also going to throw out the... Oh, no, hook shot goes in. This time it lands. Zip in. Unfortunately, they're going to probably lose the Clockwork here unless he can 4-star. Well, he needs to 4-star. That doesn't matter. Clockwork goes down. They lose the Viper as well and the Titan. An easy win there for KPG. And the Storm forced to TP out along with the Ancient Apparition, and they should be able to grab... Oh, wait, Blink Epi. The Radiant have vision. Are they going to go for this? He's too high up on health. They're not going to go for this. It's not going to work. And that's a triple stack of Ancients gone. That is expensive for Aftershock. Losing that triple stack is a huge issue. They really wanted that to go to the Viper or the Storm. Jalopy now, throwing down... Oh, he's going to get flying vision there. Should be able to see this attacking coming. We'll back off. Jalopy, though, is relatively safe in these fights. He's really hard to catch just because they just don't have... KPG don't have lockdown, and they don't have any hexes coming up either. Ogre is building a BKB, I think. You know what? I don't hate it. Like we said, if they get the BKB, Jalopy actually finds Wisp. Wisp should not... I don't know what Wisp is doing there. Alright, he's warding on his own. Like, this is, again, a huge issue, like a huge mistake to make. He is super squishy. Maybe he could try and relocate ward, maybe. But relocate, like, trying to ward on his own is just retarded. Like, he should not be doing that. He needs backup. Because, like, he walks in a vision of this, and suddenly, oh, look, free kill, there's a Wisp. And he's up against freaking Sand King, Under, Storm, Viper could find him. And all these heroes can just solo him so easy. Especially if they throw in an Ice Blast as well. So, I mean, yeah, they're just, yeah, not what he should be doing. He should be, go with friends. I mean, if anybody's, like, even Ogre's, like, way tankier than Era, and he should not be solo warding either. I mean, obviously if you're warding your side of the map, it's fine, but if you're wandering around the enemy side of the map, that's just asking to get whacked. Although, Gorak, though, no fear. And actually, no, he probably has no fear, because if they try and jump him, he's just going to BKB and TP out. I mean, he doesn't really want to, but if he's in danger, he can just get clear. Or Wisp can just come in and just relocate him out as well. It's always an option.
Here now.
Artis, do they have a gem? Doesn't look like it. Looks like Artis is going to zip away here. Oh, no, they do. There we... No, they don't, actually. It's just... His Shikuchi ran out, and he will zip away here. Shikuchi out. And then Weaver now starting to pick up some damage. I feel like a BKB would have been a better choice, but he's going full on glass cannon. He does have some decent health already. And if he waits in the fire, or just does, if he avoids the blink epicenter, he's probably okay. but I feel like a BKB would have been a more solid choice, to be dead honest. They've probably already got the physical DPS they need to bring down this Storm. Like, this Storm is not particularly tanky, 1500 health, no defensive items. He's not particularly tanky, so they can quite easily take him down. And he's only got 12 armor, which is considerably less. Like, he easily goes into negatives if Weaver lands bugs on him. So I feel like a BKB would have been a safer option, but you know what? As far as Glass Cannon goes, oh great remnant there. We'll scrub, goddamn. Drags him back in, blink. Ravage goes out, goddamn now in trouble. Ice Blast coming in, it's not going to land on goddamn. Should be able to avoid that. Meanwhile, they're going to lose the Ancient Apparition Storm, zipping all through this goddamn, trying to get clear. They're going to lose the Storm, they're going to lose the Arrow. They will also lose the Viper as well, though, so it's 2 cores down, unfortunately. Tynodon trying to get out. Storm also falling low, running in a manner as well. Can he get cleared? No. Arts will just whack him down. So much damage coming out of him. The negative armor, so much negative armor there. Storm just cannot handle it. And there we go, now a BKB for Weaver. So see, he says, Scott, I'm just getting the raw damage from the Demon Edge, and now a BKB.
Has fallen.
And we're going to take you down. And again, like, here we go. Lose a fight, KPG. They win a fight, they take towers. Now that they've got, well, the Razor has the Scepter, but it's not using this yet. Obviously, put out Blink, Epicenter comes through with the Veil as well. Arts doesn't, oh, no, he's already time-lapsed. Never mind. We'll jump through there. Zip back and forth as well. They're going to drag him back in as well. Ice Blast going to come through on the backside. Arts are going to die most likely. Arts goes down. So they will... Oh, wait a minute. I think an Ice Blast got some. Ancient Apparition got 2. Sniped them. And now Afro Ninja in trouble as well. He's going to run for his life here. I think he's dead though. I don't really see him anyway. Throws the cogs. Might find a little bit of time, but he's stuck with the priest. Can't get free. Battery assault as well. Drags back by Vortex. And a Burrow Strike through to finish. Man. That Ice Blast. I'm pretty sure that just scored 2 kills.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
What are you doing? I mean, KPG are doing some good stuff. They're also doing some freaking weird stuff. Like, Wisp right now is being a Carl. You watch Season 2 of The Walking Dead, you know what I'm talking about. Because Carl, and actually Laurie a bit as well, they like practically single-handedly fucking ruined that series for me. I ain't joking. I freaking hate that kid. Carl, stay in the goddamn house. What does Carl do? No, he goes and gets shot. That's what he does. And then has the goal to live and not die. It would have been okay if he died. But anyway, Wisp has been a bit of a Carl. You know, he's running around here in the middle of the map, running around here on the enemy side of the map, and he's just dying. Just like, goddamn it, Carl, stay in the house. You're an under-farm squishy support. Just, god damn it, guys. What are you doing? Like, these guys have multiple blink daggers. Your cores are just getting back alive. 2 people are dead. It's like, just don't stand there. I want a backseat drive, but this is just stuff people should not be doing. It's a good way to overclock where she's jumping in. Oh wow, Kefka taking some heavy hits. Gonna try and force staff away. Can he blink? No, it's on cooldown again. Gets knocked by the Wisp balls. And there we go. They will bring down the Tidehunter.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, you've seen this shit in pubs, you know, like, you know, 2 guys are dead, all 5 enemies are up, they've got multiple blink daggers, high burst potential, and your support goes, hey guys, I'm gonna stand here, in front of the tier 2. You're like, no, please don't, please, just go, hide, get out of vision, something, just don't stand here. And then they die, and you're like, god damn it. But you know what, it worked out, they got some return kills, so at least goddamn didn't die in vain.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
I call that being a Carl. That's where you stand. Like, this yeah, damn it. Lisp! I'm just gonna... fucking hell. Like, just... This is 33 minutes in the game. You can be soloed by just about anybody. They have multiple blink daggers. You should not be in line of sight, and you should be his friends. And now Arts... Arts can do what he wants. Arts can run around and kill everybody. That's fine. He can be by himself. Wisp, no! You're Carl. Get in the goddamn house. And Wisp actually doing a BKB. I think this is smart. I think like everybody on KBG should have BKB. There's no reason not to have it. Like there's so much magic damage, magic stun. This BKBs will nullify Aftershock's damage potential. So I think that is smart. KBG definitely. BKBs everywhere. In fact, I think everybody is building a BKB or has a BKB. And the only hero without a BKB right now is Goddamn, and he's trying to build one. Alright. KBG, they're getting ready. Cheese is on Razor. Aegis there, most likely. Yes, it's on Weaver. He's also got 2,400 gold. So this... They may need to kill Weaver 3 times. First death, Aegis. Second death, time lapse back into the fight. Doesn't have bots, obviously. I mean, he could even die. No, he can't buy back by bots. Never mind. Then you can time lapse in, obviously. Buy back, time lapse back in, and then I'm going to kill him a 3rd time. And I don't know if Aftershock can do that. That might be a tall order, especially this tower's going down. Burrow's going to come through, going to try and keep the heal up. Overcharge coming from Wisp. Will we see him come through? No, not just yet. Not going through just yet. BKB is still ready. Arts probably saved it for his 2nd life before he decides to BKB. Wisp also popping his doll a little bit early. Will get slowed down actually now, copying the damage. Gorak getting dragged back in. A lot of lightning damage coming out on Jello. The Ravage comes through now. Ice Blast going to hit him. Gorak going to bounce closer. He just not getting popped. Here comes the F10 Ravage. Zeroji doing all the work he can. Meanwhile, Art's back up now. Mind Control getting heavy hits. Has to back off. It's 2 down though. They will lose Gorak. This could be a problem. And now Mind Control trying to back off Arts. They're taking out the core though. I mean, with the Razor down, I think KPG actually has to back off here. And now the Wisp also falling. Arts now about to die as well. Aegis down. I don't think he'll buy back time lapse in. That would be a waste of time. Aftershock actually get through with that. Unfortunately, Weaver popping the BKB a bit late in the fight. Didn't really work out for them. I mean, Wisp, his BKB went too early and then ended before the main clash. And the main problem is Sand King got off a big epi. That's their biggest issue. The Ravage came through, it was a big hit. The epi came through, it was a big hit. So the BKBs were meant to nullify mostly those 3 spells. Blink, Burrow Strike, Ravage, and Epicenter. It didn't really do the job. So that was a problem. And Jello charges up there. Ice Blast also comes forward. Now, tight on the Kefka. He's working toward... Oh, wow. He's actually pretty close. He's only... Actually, no, he's not. He's...
Dire's top tower.
They win one more fight. Aftershock win one more fight. They will probably have a refresher on that Tidehunter. Which, I mean, the BKBs are there, but if they don't get popped at the right time, could be... As we saw, I mean, the BKBs were there the fight before. And Ogre... Dying again. Carl, get in the house. See, PSM's learned. Look at PSM. He's like 2 towers back. PSM has learned his goddamn lesson. Goddamn? No, he ain't. He's just dying again. That's another free 500 gold. Hook shot. Oh, misses. Never mind. TPs are coming in though. And there we go. Bliss comes in with reinforcements. And he doesn't die. Holy crap. They will at least get a deny off. But, you know, it's a tier 1. It's only like 80 gold. Worth on the deny. Yeah. It's not worth losing your Ogre this late in the game. But he should be okay. I think he can get out of this. Wisp is here with him as well. I don't think he's in any danger. They've also got Arts nearby. And now the Clash going to come. They don't have the Ravage up this time around. Well, no, they don't get the hook shot off this time around as well. Viper Strike comes through. Going to slow Afro Ninja to a call. Now, BKB popper. Arts is diving forwards. Needs to be careful though. His Lincoln's is actually still up. Gorak though actually going balls to the wall. Fighting for at the moment. He's actually chasing them all off. Nobody wants to fight him. Arts close behind him. We're going to have the Plasma Field come through as well. They're going to go after Zeroji. This time the hookshot lands. Zeroji's in trouble. Ravage comes out now. Catches 3. The BKB's not off to save him out. 2 goes down. A mega kill for Zeroji. Zeroji forced up out. Arts now backing up. Dust goes out. Doesn't catch Arts. And that is 3 down as they lose Gorak as well. Make that 4 because... I don't even. Carl! Get in the house! 3 heroes are dead. Arts is in full retreat. And goddamn says, you know what? It's time to roll the dice. Time for some multicast. I'm gonna kill Jellyby. Or Zeroji. I'm killing somebody. It just freaking dies. It's like, oh. Doesn't even have his second... Doesn't even have level 3 multicast receptor. It's not gonna work. So right now, Aftershock making a strong comeback. The gold now in their favour by a minor amount. But I've got to say the main thing there, everybody backing off. When the BKBs were popped, they made a great retreat. Aftershock made a super good retreat. They threw down the Viper Strike. Even though it went on the BKB of Clockwork and didn't do any damage, it slowed him to a crawl. He couldn't get in there. It took him ages to get back into the fight. And then Gorak popped his BKB and charged the enemy. Alright, great. Everybody backs up. They do a bit of lightning damage to the Storm on the way out, but you know what? It's not major. And the main thing is they waited. They waited, and suddenly Ravage is back online. The BKBs have been popped. They're down. And in comes Ravage. In comes Burrow Strike. In comes the Storm. Ice Blast as well. Everybody's dead. So that tactical retreat there by Aftershock, absolutely fantastic. Really good fallback. And also, I mean, they went to that fight. Like, KPG were chasing that fight, like, basically 4v5, essentially. They'd already lost the Ogre. And there we go. I mean, Titan wins one more fight, and here we go. Double Ravage up and ready. Raze actually hasn't used the cheese yet, and I think this is because he keeps getting ice blasted in the fight, so he can't actually cheese. It is causing him some issues. Scepter is also, I mean, they get hit by an ice blast, he can't cheese the entire fight pretty much. He's either dead or he's won the fight. Is pretty much how it goes. Now, with all that said, this game still definitely winnable for KPG. I mean, Aftershock definitely making a great comeback, but BKBs are BKBs, and they, even on 5 seconds, they can completely screw Aftershock's initiation or fight value altogether. And on top of that, Weaver, they just don't have a late game answer. Like, Viper's good and all, but not when you, like, obviously building a mech is fine, building a Scepter is fine, but he doesn't go toe-to-toe with a full damage Weaver late game like that. Storm as well, he's got some decent damage, some decent lockdown, but again, doesn't really go toe-to-toe with a Weaver like that in the late game either. So, I mean, Weaver, if this turns into a YOLO Rapier here, Weaver could, and he buys a crit, and Weaver could literally proc 2 hits from Geminate attack and, like, basically one-shot people. So, I mean, KPG definitely not out of this. There is no way they're out of this, but at this point in time, Aftershock are playing these team fights so much better than they are. And Sand King building a Blink. No, not a Blink. Bleh. Building a Hex. Or it could be Shiva's, actually. Shiva's also decent. I mean, I don't hate Shiva's either. Blink Hex, so really good as well, considering they need, like, any more lockdown they have to just basically stop Arts from blowing them to pieces with his auto-attack damage is good. But at the same time, I mean, I wouldn't hate a Shiva's Guard on the Sand King either. I think it's also really good. The minus 40 attack speed is also fantastic for slowing down the Weaver DPS. But at the same time, if you're trying to burst a little sucker here, the Hex, Blink Hex is a killer. And so you like that, Zip Hex, and oh boy, Arts is dead. Instant refresher there as well, and, you know, I'm not even going to blame that. Wisp, it's fine, he's not to blame. He tried to save Weaver. It's fair enough. Yeah, big gold change hands there. And with no buybacks, that could actually be a Rax. Although, maybe not. I mean, they've got Glyph, and it's 70 seconds, I guess. Yeah, you know what, it should be a Rax. Even though they don't have good push potential here for Aftershock, at least they can knock, like, they've got 70 seconds, it should work. No buyback. Oh, no, never mind, there's the buyback from the Weaver. So I don't think they'll get a Rax from this. They've only got one Ravage. It's just sort of epi though. Ice Blast is back up again. This will at least force a buyback out of Weaver. I think it's not a YOLO Rapier, it will actually be Monkey King Bar. Hook shot in. Hang on, Weaver buying back. KPG though, gonna pop the BKB there. They've got a Ravage still to go. Can they get Kefka down before I can Ravage? Yes, they will. That's what they need.
Radiant's top
And a decent turret,
tower
but it will cost them a buyback there from the Weaver. Meanwhile, the Viper is also getting cleaned up on the backside of this fight. Oh, ×4, outskilled. Ogre doing something to it. Oh wait, they might get more here. A relocate forwards. Here we go. Wisp setting his fight up. Meanwhile, the Wisp actually getting picked off on the backside. Wisp will get cold feeder down. Art says, alright, well, I can run you down, Magoma. I'm going to get you, or maybe not. Oh, does he get the second attack? He gets the crit, though. The damage comes through. We'll clean him up there. Art's now in trouble, though. Arts goes down. Oh, that's a dieback. Oh, no. Oh, man, that's a big turnaround. Now, they'll have 50 seconds to push. When Tidehunter comes up, they've got 50 seconds to push. And on top of this, Tidehunter didn't use Ravage. That could well be a Rax that there once up. As long as Aftershock. Right now, Aftershock's goal should be to keep this mid lane pushed out. Get it ready for the respawn here from the Radiant Heroes. If they keep this lane pushed out to about Heroish, they can move up and probably drop this tower in a couple of hits and then take a melee Rax before Weaver is ready to go. For Ninja. And there we go. Ogre finds his BKB. And then, what the God damn. You freaking idiot. Well, you know what? He's role-playing Ogre. Ogre is freaking... Ogre is retarded. Finally, guys. I got my 44-minute, 10-second BKB. Better pop the charge in the well. Hashtag goddamn value. Right there. What the fuck is going on? God damn it. This game is gonna kill me. Alright, Jalopy. Bloodstone up now. Late game Bloodstone is actually... You know what? As long as you get a few pickups, I don't mind it. I mean, I prefer an early game Bloodstone where you get tons of charges, but having that reduction of respawn time is actually it's really underestimated, I feel. Basically just gives you some leeway to basically completely screw up a fight and then not get racked. So like your Storm can do something dumb and then get away with it, which is nice. Also, if you're ahead with a suicide means you don't give away this freaking turnaround gold either. That's another big deal as well. Smoke up for both teams, I think. Yes, they are both smoking up. Razor's gonna bump. Oh, no, he cancels the smoke. They know he's here now. Razor being spotted out. He's been hit there by the Vale. He's in trouble now. Needs to spot the BKB. BKB dodging the Ravage. Nicely done there. BKB's dodging the Ravage. Second Ravage, though, catching Arts. Arts no trouble. Will actually time-lapse away. No, it actually gets relocated away there. Arts coming back in. Will relapse back in as well. Can they do the damage? Meanwhile, they're going to bring down the Titan after the damage is already spent, though. Jalopy now getting hook shot. He's in trouble. Can they run him down? They will. The damage is there. Arts running them through now. Soroji will come through with the epic center. Takes down 2. And I think possibly saves that fight. No, he doesn't, because Gorak is still alive. So that's 1 core up. And they might actually just do a Roshan and... No, they can't do Roshan. He's still got this bloody cheese. He's ice blasted in so many fights. He hasn't been able to use this cheese. But it's 1200 gold there for Gorak. And he's got his heart up now. I think Weaver now could use a heart as well. He's got the damage. This is clear. He is definitely doing the damage. He just needs more sustain in these fights. And Goma, 2100 gold in the bank there. See, I'm all hands on deck for terms of buyback. And it was a Hex. I like this. Blink Hex is a killer. Gorak charging in the lane. Is going to find Zoroji. Zoroji, though, is going to back off. And Wisp now. Carl, staying with friends this time. PSM has learned his lesson. Never again, says PSM. Never again. What? Did you just do it again? Oh my... Look. Oh my god. He did. I don't think anybody was there. Unless it... Nobody's TPs are... Storm's not on cooldown. Yeah, nobody's TPs are on cooldown. He just... Oh, fucking god. That's 2 BKB charges this game. God damn it. God damn. I don't even understand. I'm gonna say, goddamn is just either the best Ogre Magi roleplayer ever, or he's drunk, the best roleplayer Ogre Magi ever, or he's got some seriously fat fingers and needs to move, like needs to have a separate hotkey for BKB, nowhere near any other item. To see if hook shot there. We'll catch one there. They will force up, BKB's the pop. Mind control now, some trouble. Ice Blast comes through. Mostly going to bounce there though on the BKBs. Now it's Zoroji trying to back off Storm. Those hits in. He's gone for PSM. Multicast comes through. Times 3. Ravage comes through. PSM dropping well. Arts also eating the Ravage. Still has the Iro. Dies with his BKB up. Jalopy now taking a ton every time. 2 multicast comes through. Jalopy's down. And that's it. That's Gorak now. Finally eats his cheese. There we go. Gets his cheese off. He finally has a chance. Ice Blast is worn off for a change, and he will get his cheese off. And that's 3 kills for 1, plus both cores down. KPG finally landing a good fight. As I heard a hook shot. Oh, never mind. From Roshan. And this is just, Roshan's just going to melt here, nothing much they can do about it. So they get Roshan once again, another cheese here for Razor. This is just give Arts more room to farm up, basically save more money towards, I'm going to assume it's going to be a heart.
Invisibility.
I mean, normally Satanic is, actually, I actually really like Satanic on Weaver, now that it works on him. It's really solid, except he's already obviously got the Desolator, and that's being really good against Storm. Also, the other thing is, against Nation Apparition, the lifesteal isn't as great, because he's likely to get hit by Ice Blast. So just raw health from the heart is probably more useful. And a hook shot in. Oh, blink out just in time. Relocate also coming from Kefka. Kefka playing with fire. Will manage to get away, and that's an Ice Blast and Arts as well. Not sure where that came from. I think that's probably got them on the backswing to relocate. The question is, where is Wisp going back to? Find out in a moment. Mid lane. And not envisioned, so he will escape here. Holy shit, counter wards everywhere. Counter wards absolutely everywhere. Alright, right now, the gold graph I don't think really means a whole lot. Pretty much comes down to, does Weaver have buyback? And does Storm and Viper have buyback? Razor also. In fact, Razor I think right now could just use a flat damage item. Shiva's is normally nice, but in this case, it's not that much right-click damage. I feel like you could just use some more damage. Even actually, an Assault would be really good. They're already, like, that would be nice for him as well. Plus armor is always good. And more importantly, it's stacking the neg armor against that Storm. Even Viper isn't going to like that amount of neg armor. If he's getting targeted by Weeper, it's -7. The Bugs are going to do, you know, another -5 or so. And then you throw another -5, and he's losing about 17 armor. So he's almost 0 armor, essentially. More depending if the Bugs actually stick on him for a good longer period of time. So actually, I think an Assault for Razor would be really good. On the other hand, he might just... Oh no, he's gone for a Hex. I mean, against the Storm, they do need the lockdown, so Hex also pretty good as well. Well, top lane, Jellyby is up here. He's down to 5 charges on his Bloodstone. And Weaver is indeed going for a heart here. I think it's a heart. I mean, I'd be pretty shocked if it's not, but he also needs to save for buyback as well. Storm's on the high ground. He's going to just zip back and forth. The question is, are they going to find a chance to engage here? No smoke, no wards up either. Hook shot, searches, doesn't find anything. It was just a guess. I mean, this is a good guess. Often people are lurking around here, especially when this wave is pushing up. So a solid guess. It was pretty close. Razor's just, wow, Razor's surging forward. Wants this. Oh, gets a Hex down. Here comes the Static Link as well. He's going to be slowed down a little bit. Second by the Corrosive Skin. And Mind Control's actually in some trouble. Will we see the turnaround here? No, it looks like he's being left for dead. And doesn't need the counter stun. Doesn't matter. Just gets picked off there. I don't really blame the Razor for that pick-off because he was retreating with company. It's just the Viper for that pick-off, rather. It's just that Viper is kind of slow and Razor is freaking amazingly fast. And when he turns his phase boots on, he's going 455 with phase boots turned on. It's just, Viper just can't run away fast enough. So on Goddamn's in trouble. Oh no, this might actually set up a counter kill, but pops the BKB. Storm trying to jump out, jumping out again. TP's a hook shot. Oh, good guess, misses though. If he got hooked there, he was very dead. That was pretty much all of his mana used.
Gold is a great conductor.
And you know what? Ogre used a BKB charge at the right moment. And nothing for a change. Now, PSM, not warding alone. He does have friends. Sanking also with a BKB now, which is nice, but it's not that... I mean, he's not going to get multicasted, hopefully, with that up. But a lot of the damage, like, in fact, almost all the damage coming out right now is physical. It's coming out of Weaver, it's coming out of Storm, out of Razor, out of his Eye of the Storm, and obviously his whips as well. And this ward here, unfortunately, giving away that ward placement down there. Hulk shot in, though. Oh, Appaninji, that's... No, actually, no, he's got back up here. Arts is here. They actually could quite easily take this. Force Staff out once. Can he get forward again? They've got a friendly... No, not a friendly Force Staff. It's still on quarter. Arts is just going to try and run him down. And I think he's going to get this hook shot again. Ravage comes through. Mogama in trouble. Mogama no gets healed up. Can he stay alive? No, he'll go down before he can Ice Blast their buyback, so he get the Ice Blast in. We've got 3 Die Heroes in the mix. 4 Die Heroes now. PSM showing up for the party. He's going to get taken out though. Arts still fighting. He still has the Aegis up as well. Jalopy Hex. This could be trouble. In comes the first Ravage. Will we see number 2 come through? No, it's already been used. Epicenter comes through. Ambarrow strike. It's on Arts. Still has the Aegis up. Hook shot in again. It's on Mind Control. Down goes Jalopy. No, it's a Razor down. A buyback there from Jalopy. He's getting skid stabbed back in there. And now tied under Anchor Smash. Appaninji goes down. Arts is actually going to try and fight this. The buybacks are coming in. Arts backing up. Can they see him? I don't think they've got vision. Yes, they do. Now they do. They bring him down. Oh, and his Aegis expired in the middle of that, I think. It did. That is unfortunate. I think he didn't get the health regen out of it either. It probably got clipped in that fight. So, great fight there. But Aftershock did cost him 2 buybacks, though. One of them was not that expensive, but was just Mogoma buying back. Not a big deal. But the Storm buying back, definitely a bit painful. And, oh, Razor doesn't have buyback. That could be a problem. Ravages, both Ravages are down though, so I don't think they can take this fight. It'll be down for long and the fight's going to go through. And the double Ravage is basically what kept them in the fight. They'll go down. About to get picked off again. Yep, that's freebie.
One to go.
came up with a creep wave to farm, got punished. Oh boy. The buyback there from Clockwork, buyback from Ogre. Will they buy back to Weaver as well as Wasted? Mid tower goes down. I think they have to actually. The buybacks will come out. It will cost them the buybacks, but I don't think they get this Rax. They don't know if he's got Ravage though. They're being real skittish. Actually, they get a Rax. Okay, no Glyph gets popped. They've got to commit now. They're going to lose this Rax. And Hookshot comes in. They're going to try and slow this fight out. Jelly now popping his BKB. Gets Fire Master down. Ninja goes in. Doesn't get the Rax. Jelly's down. That's his die. That's his second death now. He's buyback. Wasted. Mogoma now also going to fall. Ice Blast coming out. Not doing nearly enough though. And they get away. Mind Control. If he gets stunned up here. No, he's going to get clear. And Art's giving chase. Can he catch up? Kefka blinks out. Should be able to get clear as well. And the Rax. It still stands. Just barely. And Sand King, they can see him. He's got this eye as the gem as well. If they can get this off him, this would be a big deal. Cancels his TP. And Shikuchi forwards. No, he should be able to blink. Blink was cancelled by the Rockets, but he will manage to blink and TP out after it wears off. Shikuchi wasn't quite quick enough to get in there. And unfortunately, it looks like there's not going to be a counter push mounted by KPG just yet. Alright, so again, this Ice Blast is real. Like the buyback in the last fight, down the bottom lane here, really, really key there. If he didn't buy back, the Ice Blast wouldn't have come through because they killed Ancient Apparition without the Ice Blast. And that meant no cheese, again. I feel like he cannot use it when he's getting these 17-second Ice Blast stuck on him. Go and see if they can find a hook shot. Rockets can give vision. At the moment, though, they're blocking there. And they're going to try and threaten two racks twice. This is at the same time. Smart play here by KPG. Left going to get popped here. They might hook shot in on the Viper while the Storm is still down. No, not just yet. They're getting ready. They're going to take slow tier 3s. Ravage getting popped there. It's on top of Weaver. Second Ravage on KPG. Art's now also in trouble. Can they get it clear? Looks like he's getting hexed up here. No, he's got the BKB. Time lapse is back. Art should be fine in this fight. No, he's actually in trouble. Still falling pretty low. Jelly now. They've still got these. Oh, Jelly now gets multicast. Jelly in trouble. In comes a Burrow Strike. Hits 4. Huge Burrow Strike there by Zeroji. Ice Blast coming as well. It'll get Zero Ninja. A godlike streak there by Zeroji. Afro Ninja goes down. PSM's about to fall. Can they get clear here? Weaver is down again. Goddamn is going to fall as well. And I think they'll get Gorak as well. Gorak still can't cheese. His Ice Blast is so annoying. Oh, and Boots of Travel coming in. He's trying to kill the creep. It's not going to happen, though. Just gets hexed. He knows even if he pops the cheese there, he's going to die. So, 5 heroes down. Only 2 buybacks left. Up against 5. And even if both these heroes buy back, I don't think they can take it. I don't think they can hold here. Raze is going to pop back in. Whisk could buy back, but again, just not strong. That Burrow Strike. That fight easily saved by Stankin. 4-man Burrow Strike. Set up the Ice Blast from Ancient Apparition. Huge, huge stuff from Zeroji there. As Gorak now in trouble once again. Ice Blast coming in. Oh, Hex as well. He's not going to be able to cheese. Oh, relocate. Wisp saving the day there. I don't think it matters though. They're going to lose 2 racks here for sure. And it might be time. Well, you know what? He doesn't have the money for it. He can't YOLO Rapier.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
I think it's time for an all-in for KPG. If they stand up to this fight, it might be time. Just go screw it, take a fight, 5v5 mid. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
And there we go, 2 racks is down. In fact, wow, this one could be in trouble as well.
Middle barracks has fallen.
It's 5 up. Ravage is still not ready for 40 seconds, so they might be able to stave them off.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Aftershock are probably going to go all in though. They know the late game is not that great. They go, alright, get Megas, get Megas, get Megas. Here we go. And Megas with no super creeps up against him is pretty much a death knell for KPG because they don't push the lanes that well. There we go. This looks like KPG will lose this match, and it looks like Aftershock will tie this up. Cake comes out. They're going to go for a return kill. If possible, Jelly now taking hits, but he should be fine. Viper's actually to go and get multicasted. Skill there from goddamn. Hook shot, going to find nothing. Viper's going down. And a Shiva's Gardener also picked up for Sand King, but this is now struggle streets here for KPG. Game is hard. They're up against Megas, and any pickoffs that come against them are going to be so tough to deal with. They just don't have the firepower to push and clear these waves quickly enough, I think. Maybe if they 5-man down mid, they can make something happen, but with the Radiant side pretty much mostly having buybacks, I kind of doubt it. At the very least, Storm doesn't. So we're KPG, they're going to try and get Roshan, but by the time they finish that, the Creep are going to be in their base, hitting on their tier 4s again. Pretty much, I think they try and take a fight, and then maybe take the throne. Maybe they can make it work. I don't even know if they get a chance to finish the Roshan. Ice Blast is going through, but there doesn't appear to be much follow-up.
Oh, pattern eternal.
TP back as it looks like Hex comes through on Upper Ninja. He could try and take this fight though. No, Storm going to jump out because he knows he doesn't really want to fight this. Goran, who else got the cheese there? Somebody else got a cheese. Let's give him an Ogre. I actually feel like I should give the Wisp. Like, Wisp staying alive is more important. Plus, the Wisp heal, obviously, where the cheese is big. I think they should give, yeah, definitely give Wisp the cheese and give Ogre the smoke or whatever.
Stupendous!
Because right now, it's either Weaver stays alive in the fight, or they don't really win the fight. And yeah, there we go. These waves are such a huge problem. I know, I think the play here is basically we save up, Weaver gets a rapier, and then we YOLO this shit. He's already got 4.3k. Maybe he can find the room for a rapier. If we see one bad push in by Aftershock, they try and take a fight and they lose. That'll be a rapier, and KPG could try and make something happen against the buybacks. And I heard a hook shot. Oh, it's on creep, never mind. Well, Smoke is up here. Aftershock looking for a pick-up. It's on. Up a Ninja. Oh boy, this is an easy pick-up, I think. Reinforcements are rushing. I don't think I'm enough though. In comes a Ravage. Catches two. BKB is up. Refresher Ravage about to pop. No, gets stunned. Can it bring a Kefka before he pops the second one? Arts, BKB about to pop down. There we go. Arts down the BKB now. Kefka could throw his second one out. Second Ravage comes through. Catches four. And this looks like game, set, match. Half hookshot comes through. Hits an ally. Appa Ninja, unfortunately, not managed to land that one there. Arts, time-lapsing back there. He's still got the Aegis though. Maybe they could try and salvage it, but Razor's dead once again. Arts is down. Second life though coming up, but he's going to be fighting 5 in just a moment. Shot in, trying to find space again though. Tier 4s are falling at the moment. Oh, they're going to hex off there. Chelsea though comes through. Bar strike again. Arts is down. Vice back. On the third time, I think they can manage it though. Ogre goes down as well. They've also brought back with Affinity. Hook shots in. Can they do this? Oh, tier 4s are down. This is looking like their last hurrah right now for KPG. Art's still going through a forest against Orochi, doing so much work. And there goes the throne. GG. Game is done. Alright guys, that was only game 2 in a best of 3 series. Aftershock managing to tie that one up. I really didn't think they would, but I'm going to be honest. KPG, questionable plays in that game. Some seriously questionable plays. Anyway, Wooly, I'm due to say... I'm going to flame wash. I'm not. I'll stop. I've been on it about all game. Anyway, Weaver did finish 25-11, so he tried, but, you know, there were some Carls running around. 3-13. 25 and 23. Anyway, we'll be back with Game 3 ASAP. Stick around, guys. We'll be back. KPG, Aftershock, the decider, to see who goes forward to play off in the final match here against Album Sheet.